everyone, welcome back to Master Quest. We're going to be tackling the Forest Temple to these videos, but first, I decided, let's show off my Master Quest box art, or at least what is remains of its remained. As you can see, this here is basically what you're going to get when you pre-order, the Wind Waker, and then, you get to pre-order Wind Waker on the GameCube, and you get this. It contains both Ocarina of Time and Master Quest. It's a 2-game bonus. And, we'll go to the back here. Here's all these images from, of course, Ocarina of Time. And, you have a little signature here. And everything else. And if I open the game cartridge is still here. So, that being said, if you guys really want this now, well, I don't even know you can get this now because pre-ordering Wind Waker on GameCube is pretty much ages ago. So tell you what, I'm gonna make a contest. If you guys want my copy of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time with the Master Quest bundle, then leave a comment down below, and I will put the and I will how do I say it? And I will randomly generate the name from the comments below, and that person who wins that random generator will be the winner of this. Also, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and yeah, support my other medias as well. That being said, I think that's pretty much it for the box art that I wanted to show, and let's go ahead and finally begin Master Quest. So, we are playing, of course, the Forest Temple of the Master Quest. So we're gonna have to see how well this dungeon goes, and at best it's probably gonna be an hour video because Master Quest is probably at best like the most longest in terms of like dungeon lengths, if you want to put it that way. Okay, so here you cannot reach these two with your current hook shot. This is where you have to practice like stealth around the Skulltulas, because these Skulltulas, you're gonna have to learn how to work around it. So, the pro tip, of course, is like, if they turn purple, stop moving. If you keep moving when they're still moving around circles, then it's gonna be the end for you. After that, then you have yourself a little bit of a Skulltula right up there. You have to shoot him with your hook shot. And then you hit the switch, which of course would release a chest. And as such, you go ahead and open this, and you will get yourself a small key. Then you drop down, roll, hold forward to roll. Then you enter in this next room, which of course is a hallway filled with a good amount of Skulltulas that are just hanging from, ready to ambush you. You take care of these 3 Skulltulas, and before you even enter this next room, our very first Skulltula is right up in this corner. You shoot it, and you collect your very first Skulltula token. There are 5 Skulltula tokens in this dungeon, so I definitely recommend you try your best to collect them all, and we'll be having a lot of fun doing so. Anyway, so as you enter this next room, there's 4 Poe Sisters, ready to take out their action play, and of course, burn down everything else. Now, that aside, you run forward up to the stairway up ahead. You climb all the way up. Nothing can stop you, you're all the way up. And when you enter your next room, you would notice that there's a Song of Time block. You play the Song of Time to remove said block. And you move on to the next room. When you enter the next room, you'll be facing off with 2 Wolfos. Very easy to kill, though. All you gotta do is just keep your distance and then jump attack when their back is exposed. Doing so will give you a small chest, which will give you a small key. Now, moving on to the next room. we just go back to the main room, of course. Now, in the original, once you leave this room, you would think we would go down to, of course, these corners areas, or something like that. However, they are both blocked by bars, and the only way to access them is with the dungeon item, which we don't have yet, so we're just gonna have to come back later until we're able to do something about it. As such, you go to the right room, and in the hallway, this is where you'll fight yourself a Stalfos. Now, it is very narrow here, so it's very easy to, like, not get enough room to work with. But move on to the next room, and, just go to your left, and you go to this complete empty room that, not very much is over here, of course. And, of course, you get yourself a small key. Now, Marty, I know that a while ago that you did not darken it. Darken it this time. Okay, so I'm gonna darken in this area, show you what my actual experience is. Because, last time I did this, I never did it. Don't be lazy, Marty. Otherwise, your viewers will not like it. Anyways, so this is my field of vision of my very first experience of me playing this dungeon. Or at least not the Master Quest version. But, anyways, this block puzzle is completely different now. So, normally what you would have to do is, well, not that. But, but basically you push this all the way across till the very end, of course. And then you would go around, right? But actually, no. They changed it. They put 2 blocks in this to make it, like, more interesting. So we're gonna have to pull this back out. But at least up to here. And then we're gonna go and push this in. Yeah, that's how you do this first one. Now the second one, however, is not gonna be easy. So, you go up here, and you would think to yourself, you push this. Well, pushing it does nothing. Instead, you would have to go around this way, climb up these ladders, go around here. Well, not that way. But, you pull this back towards you. So that way you'll unblock the path. A little bit overdo it, but it's better than anything. Yeah, I don't think I can get this. I'm gonna have to go the other way around. And, okay, we gotta go this way. Go up here. And then, of course, you push this forward. Now that it's unblocked, you can now go this way. Oh, a little bit further. Climb up here. You hit the switch, which will activate shortcuts, so that way you won't have to go through this tedious process of actually navigating around the maze. So that will help out a lot. Then you enter this next room. As you enter this next room, we enter this completely straight hallway, because in the original, it starts off twisted, but in Master Quest, it starts off straight. Watch out for the shadow monsters that hang from the ceiling. Okay, Navi. As such, you immediately get the boss key. You would have to work for this boss key, but you actually get it right away. If you miss this, you would have to come back to this point to try again. Now, as such, I'm going to go ahead and let this activate. And then, get rid of you and grab your rubies. Jump down here. This is where you face off against a wall master, and the wall masters are actually more scarier. But of course, all you gotta do is just take out the big size. When they splinter free, do a spin attack, and should be gone by nobody's business, of course. Next room. Now, there's a few things you want to do while you're already up here. Well, for one, you also already have access to this area, but you don't want to do anything in this area yet. First and foremost, you want to go into this room and fight off a Re-Dead. These things will try to stop you in midair and try to suck your blood. Anyways, open this chest, get another small key, and now you exit this next room. Now open up the next door, and you activate the switch. They will let you out of this room, but it will also rotate the hallway up ahead. But we're not ready to go into this room yet. We have access to this room now, so let's do a little bit more exploring. Now, unnecessary because my HP is full. You can grab these hearts if you want to. It's not necessary, though. But if you go over here, there is actually a Skulltula on top of these vines. You can get it now or later. I'm going to choose to get it now since it's in the area. And that will be our third Skulltula. Okay, well now that room is done. Let's go ahead and move on to the next bit. We're gonna have to climb our way back up here, but with the added platforms that we added, I don't think it would be too hard to get ourselves back. Now I'm gonna light up a room so you can actually see what you're supposed to see. I'm not gonna show darkness anymore. Anyways, you climb up here. And of course you jump up here. And then you hookshot up here. And that is pretty much a faster way to get up here, of course. Now, let me go and plan out my inventory really quickly. Alright. So now my inventory is all set up. Let's go ahead and enter the next room. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and activate Theor's Wind here. Basically an easy way of backtracking, so we won't have to worry too much when we do this. Now we enter this twisted room. Then we go this way. And look, it's the Poe Sisters' portrait again. Of course, I'm gonna go the faster way to get myself down here and move on to the next room. Now, this next room actually has, of course, a pit in the middle. And although the Stalfos can walk on it, you cannot. So, at best, you better be careful to not step on the middle. Meanwhile, you obviously gotta battle the Stalfos. But ain't too much of a biggie. Then this falls down. Then you'll be able to battling two Stalfos. As you can clearly see, I'm a god at this game, and I was able to take out the Star Fox without taking a single hit. Shows in the previous hallway room, too. I was pretty natural at these type of things. But if you open the treasure chest, you will contain the dungeon item, which is the bow and arrow. So, yeah, this thing can be really useful. But basically, it's basically an upgraded version of the slingshot. You go into the blue room, and I'm gonna go ahead and, put my bow and arrow on the C button really quickly. Fire at that. Fire at that. And you are surrounded. Before you go and fight this guy off, you throw your Deku-Nut, jump attack. Deku-Nut, jump attack. Deku-Nut, and jump attack. That's basically the fastest way you can take this guy out. Then you open it, and it will give you, I think, the compass, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the compass. So, anyways, so now you move up the stairs, and, well, it's a dead end, because, well, it's a locked door. So we're gonna use Theo's Wind, and warp back. Now we're gonna go this way. And we're gonna go back to, of course, the main room, the main lobby that, we were. And now that we have the bow and arrow, we can do a few more things. You have a blue torch right there. You grab your bow and arrow, you shoot the ice switch. It will open the door. Take out this giant Deku Baba, and if you turn around, there will be a gold Skulltula hanging on this target switch. You kill the Skulltula, or just jump into the Skulltula's face. Try this again. And then you do that. That's what I was trying to do. Is kill the Skulltula, immediately hookshot, and then hookshot to the wall so I can collect said Skulltula. My nose is so itchy, I'm so sorry guys. Next, you must grab your Ocarina and play the Song of Time. And you will summon some Song of Time blocks. And then fail completely trying to even land on them. But that's okay, because it ain't too much of a process to get back. There we go. This is how we do it. So you place, you do that, then you play another Song of Time. Right here, and it will summon a Song of Time block in front of you. Don't let this cutscene fool you. It may fool you at once, but if you turn around, it'll be right there. Once you do that, now you gotta do is kill the Skulltula, and then grab onto the vines, and then slowly maneuver your way to your right. Once you do that, you will have access to a treasure chest. You open it, and it will give you a small key. Next thing you want to do, this is completely optional by the way, but you can now go over here and enter this next room where you can take out this, and then shoot the spider web. So you have some sort of, like, a means of a shortcut in case you made some sort of mistake or something. I don't think you would, But if you do, then there is an alternative right there in case you do make a mistake. As randomizers, we always tend, if we get the fire arrows early, then this is a good advantage to basically, this is a good advantage to have access to this area from really early on, so we can get that out of the way. Next thing's next. So you go to the back here, and you climb on top of here, and if you look in the bottom of the well, there's an ice switch underwater. A lot of people could easily miss this. You shoot it, and it will drain the well. Once you do that, you can go ahead and jump yourself down, and you will open up another small chest, which contains another small key. But we're not done with the well yet, as you walk across the well, and containing your extra pieces of heart to recover your HP. On the bottom right side, there is your last 5th Skulltula of this dungeon. So, now we have all 5 Skulltulas disseminating the mark on the top of the map, so we are pretty much good to go on the Skulltula side of things. You could also use the hook shot to grapple on the vines, just to save a little bit of time if you're speedrunning, of course. But now let's go ahead and finally go back to the Twisted Room and finally make some more progress, shall we? And of course we're going to speed this up. Alright, so now we're back to the Twisted Room, so again, the normal routine, just run across this twisted hallway, and then of course you go to the room to your right, but this time, stop right there and fire, because we're gonna tackling out this second post sister. But luckily, it ain't too much of a big issue. And then, of course, you get yourself down here. And then you grab your deck of nuts, because I apparently got rid of them because I was doing something else. Activate your deck of nut, jump attack. Deck of nut, jump attack. Deck of nut, jump attack. Deck of nuts are really effective. Open this chest, you will get yourself the dungeon map. Moving on to, basically, across these rooms. We're gonna go back to this locked door. Unlock this locked door, of course, and therefore you enter this next room. Shut up, Navi. I don't care about the shadow monsters. I know they exist. You don't need to talk to me about it. Climb up this ladder. And, we'll just completely ignore these bubbles if you can. And I'm gonna move on to the next room. Now, this room, of course, has another difference. So, instead of getting, like... Now, it is still the same formula. You have to basically get a fire arrow to hit this ice switch. But this time, you would have to guide this crate onto the hold switch first. So that way, the fire will stay lit. Once you do that, then you go ahead and, you shoot through the flame torch, and activate the ice switch. And now the room becomes twisted. And now you're free to move on to the next bit of the area, of course. Well, not really. Because the switches hold, this door is blocked off. So yeah, they want you to do extra work, such as destroying the crate. And it will get rid of the door. And if you fall, I recommend you can hook shot onto the metal torch Yes, you can hookshot that, even though it is slightly metal and not wood. But it still works. And once you do that, you jump into this down pitfall, and you enter the checkered board room. So, once you enter this checkered board room, Master Q, watch out, the ceiling is falling. Once you enter the checkerboard room, you must watch out for the sculptulas. I'm gonna get hit there, and I really gotta hurry to the switch. And if you don't hurry, you will become a sandwich. I'm going around you, buddy. I'm not becoming a sandwich. Now, it will drop this chest right here. Come on. And it will give you a bundle of arrows, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it will. Not doing very well, blindly trying to go through this room in a fixed camera angle position. But next thing you have to do is you have to go out this way. Once you do so, you drop down here, take out this baby back Deku Baba, open up this chest, it will give you another small key. And then, now you gotta climb up using Song of Time blocks. So you jump on the first Song of Time block, and then you grab your Ocarina, and there we go. I need a hook shot. I don't need a hook shot. Play the Song of Time, and it will summon the second Song of Time block, so you can climb up. But then you gotta climb up the second Song of Time block, turn around, and then play the Song of Time again to summon the Song of Time block to make the jump. Once you do make the jump, you go into the next room. And now you gotta cross this checkerboard room once again. Hopefully I can do it without being stunned. There we go. Now you enter this next room, which you shoot this picture, and you have to solve a 4 puzzle. Now, I'm gonna let the time run out because I want to challenge myself, and I'm gonna try the second layer puzzle, so see how the puzzle changes, see if it'll make any difference, so I'm just gonna wait. Just to challenge myself, I'm gonna try out the second version of this puzzle, because if the timer runs out, the blocks will rotate, giving you a completely different puzzle to solve. Hopefully, it may be either challenging or easy. You never know. Let the rotation commence. So now we have a whole new puzzle to solve. Let's see if we can solve it. Gonna push this, pull that. Then you pull this. Pull this over all the way back. One more. Then you push this. Now I have 30 seconds to get this last piece. Pull this free. Pull this all the way back. Then you push this all the way in. We're gonna barely make it. With 3 seconds to spare. Dekunut, jump slash, Dekunut, jump slash. That's basically the key to victory. so we took down 3 posed skulls. Only 1 more to go. Of course, if you watched the original video, you would know where it is. It is crying on the floor. Not very scary, isn't it? Drop down. And this is where you play a little matching game with him, of course. Of course, the key is simple. Keep an eye on which one is spinning. The one that is spinning is the right one. So this one just spun, which means this is the correct Poe to kill. Then the next one. What spins? This spins. Kill that. And I think 2 more arrows should do it, so when you get 2 more correct answers. This one. And 1 last arrow to go, of course. And it's this one. Open the last torch. Raises the elevator shaft. And we drop down. Now we have 1 last puzzle to solve. This is the main hallway puzzle. First and foremost, you push it counterclockwise. Go into the next room, and then you open up this chest to give you a bundle of arrows. Then you rotate again, and this is where you'll have to activate 2 switches, I'm pretty sure, and not just 1. For this one, you can either shoot an arrow or jump slash. I do a jump slash because I'm stylish. Then you hit this switch, which will open a much later door. Now, this is where they'll try to trick you, by the way. So, you turn the next counterclockwise, and you think to yourself, you want to go in here, right? No. It is a complete waste of time other than just restock on materials. Because there's only 2 sculptulas, and you don't even get anything else. All what you get here is like, maybe some like refill on arrows and everything else, but there's literally no point of entering this room. So, please ignore exactly what I just said. Now, go to the next one. This is where, of course, you have to use your arrows to hit the ice switch. They'll activate, of course, the door ahead of you, which will lead, of course, to the boss of the Forest Temple. So, let's go ahead and see what lies ahead, shall we? Alright, so let's go ahead and finally face off the mini-boss, which of course, as you all know, is Phantom Ganon. You enter the arena, turn around, activate this, and this is where the boss fight begins. And of course, as always, get your bow and arrow, shoot him. I'm gonna try to beat him the fastest way possible, although I can't promise that I'll do it in very good succession. That's a fake. This is real. Again, the real one has more light on its armor. It isn't that dark. That's real. And then this is where we play energy tennis. Whoa, the game lagged for a second. Failed to get out of Z targeting mode. Get out of Z targeting mode, dang it. Yes, I was a little bit nervous I'm gonna screw it up. Yeah, If I was, like, maybe if I was really good, maybe I could have one-cycled him. But my skill's not the best of par, of course. But that is it. And, yeah, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Forest Temple of Master Quest version of Ocarina of Time. Of course, stay tuned for the next 2 days. I upload, of course, the Fire Temple of Master Quest and the Ice Cavern of Master Quest. Because things are gonna get pretty interesting. And obviously I want to show off the darker version, or the hard mode of this game. So that way, this Let's Play wouldn't feel incomplete or anything. Obviously, I want to show off everything as I possibly could. And, yeah. So anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Mardiman641 signing out. I'll see you guys next time for the Fire Temple version of Master Quest. And, yeah. Good day, folks.